In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to dismiss the keyboard. There are a number of ways to do it depending on how you want to present it. The first way is to have a button on your keyboard. So in our case with the Qi Message app, we have a Go button here. When the user taps on the Go button, it dismisses the keyboard. And the second way is if the user taps anywhere on the page view, it dismisses the keyboard. And I'm just going to sign in and show you the third and the fourth method. For the third method, we have a button on the page view. So when the user taps on this button, it dismisses the keyboard. And for the fourth method, we have a custom toolbar here with a button. When the user taps on this button, it dismisses the keyboard. Open your Xcode and create a single view app. Call it Lesson14 dismissing keyboard. Go to your main storyboard. And add in a text field. And also add in a text view. Add in a top constraint, width, height, and a horizontal constraint. Top constraint, width, height, horizontal. Control drag your text field and create an outlet. Call it text view. sorry, maybe we shouldn't call it text view. That's confusing. I meant to say text field. Okay, so to remove it, make sure you delete the reference. Okay, otherwise the app will crash. So let's do it again. Control drag. Oh, let's call it user field. Here we'll call it user view. Okay. So in order to dismiss the keyboard, we have to create a UI text field delegate. User field dot delegate is equal to self. Function text field should return. So this is the method we want. User field dot resign first responder return true. Run this. And let's just see if it works. Okay, so return. Okay, it works. However, to make it better, what you want to do is you don't want it to say return because that's confusing for the user. Instead, what you want to do is you want to make it a done button. So here, you're going to choose done. Okay, so now it's a done button. When the user clicks on the done button, it will dismiss the keyboard. Okay, so now we want to dismiss the keyboard if the user clicks anywhere on the page view. So in order to do that, we got to create a tab gesture. Let tab is equal to UI tab. Actually, let me dismiss this so that we have more room. Tap gesture recognizer, and the target self dot view and the action is selector UI view dot end editing. View dot add gesture recognizing tap. Okay, I think that will work. Let's try it. Okay, so the user taps anywhere on this page and it dismisses the keyboard. The third way is to add a button So drag a button here constrain to the top and to the left. And we're just going to call this done. Control drag to create an action done with keyboard. User field dot resign first responder. Okay, so the user clicks on the done button you just created and it dismisses the keyboard. And the fourth and final way I'm going to teach you is to create a toolbar on top of the keyboard with a done button. So create a function and call it add done button on keyboard. First thing we need to do is actually create the done toolbar. So call it done toolbar UI toolbar is equal to UI toolbar frame CG rect dot init x 0 y 0 width. Okay, so the width would need to be the width of your screen. So it will be UI screen dot main dot bounds dot width, and the height, let's make it 50. Done toolbar dot bar style, we'll just make it default. Now we got to add the done button, but before we do that, let's make the spacing first. Create the spacing for the button first. So let flex space is equal to UI bar button item bar button init so this one we want it to be flexible space. Target is nil. Action is also nil. Now we can create the done button. Let done UI bar button item is equal to UI bar button item I want this one. Title, we're going to call it done. Style is done. Target, we want it to be self. And action selector. Okay, so let's create an action for it first. So the action is, I'm going to call it function. The name, we call it done button. No parameters needed. No return type. So we want to dismiss the keyboard. So self dot view dot end editing true. So here we want selector and the method is self dot done button. Done button. No, done toolbar dot items is equal to flex space done and we want the done toolbar size to fit. Okay, now we can add the toolbar to the text field keyboard. So it's user field dot input accessory view is equal to done toolbar, and then we also want to add to the user field dot input accessory is equal to done toolbar. To expose this instance of method objective C. Okay, so let's just run this. And we don't have the done button here. We don't have it here either. Oh, okay. That's because we did not, we created the method add done button on keyboard, but we never used it. So done, add done button keyboard. All right, this should work. Okay, so the user clicks and then the keyboard pops up with the toolbar done. And then the same thing here. Okay.